Good.
Good. Yeah.
Okay. Any other insight?
I think after the activity for me, after we finished the session, I think I was a bit busy with work, so I couldn't really reflect afterward. But while in the night, I think before I went to sleep, I do a quick meditation, and I think that time I was able to reflect a bit of the things that I wrote to myself in the letter. Yeah. So yeah, that was just a me time that I wanted to have before sleeping. I just wrote something. I mean, whatever I'd written, I was just reflecting on that as well.
Okay. Okay. And any other insight? Anyone?
Ma'am, I felt nauseous. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Anyone who felt that I am right now growing and I don't want to talk about my childhood days? Anyone who felt the same?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. And who felt that, yeah, my childhood days were pretty happy. I don't have any trauma or unmet desire.
Ma'am, I cannot say I had a pretty good childhood, but I think it was not that difficult for me to overcome my traumas.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so today we are going to do two more activities. Now, I just wanted to mention I had a word with David, sir. Sir said that sir timing and your timing may clash. So after the class, before Friday, yeah, before Friday, he said me that figure it out among yourself and at least give three timings for the month of December, like three dates and three timing from that particular date, which would be nine dates, like nine timing, and again for January also, so that sir can come up and sir would be doing a huge class on hypnosis. Now I asked sir that, sir, I need you to complete on hypnosis because I, being a clinical hypnotherapist, I don't want, I would be teaching because hypnotherapy, expressive art therapy, and inner child is a good combination. So I would be doing expressive art therapy definitely, but sir would be talking more of hypnosis. So for that, sir said 1 week would be given to 1 week, sir require. So yeah, that was the thing. And so it said 4 hours classes. It's not 3 hours, it's 4 hours. So I would request everyone to have a combined timing for 4 hours so that sir can come up and sir can talk about hypnosis and more on inner child healing. So 1 week long classes, all the classes would be for 4 hours. I understand it would be quite difficult for you all, but I feel that yeah, you should not lose that option because that is one of the biggest opportunity I feel that sir is giving you all. So yes, okay. So I'll start up with child of dysfunctional family. So I hope no doubt till now for the day one classes. Okay. So remembered what are the dysfunctional families? Okay, so from there, the child who's come up are number one scape. Okay, hero child. Now, hero child. What do you mean by hero child? As the name suggests, the hero or the golden child, and they are often also termed as saint child. SAINT. Okay. Now they are the one who are picture perfect. They don't make any mistake, they don't talk too much. Whatever question, for example, I am asking and you are particular with that answer only, you are not talking extra. They receive, like this sort of children, they receive special treatment from their family members, especially their mom and dad, and people like parents, extended family, relatives. They have high expectation from this golden children. Now, can you all tell me what sort of personality they would form when they are going into their adulthood? Yes, Rashi.
Ma'am, people pleasing and dependent kind of thing. Like they will be dependent on what others' decision they they are imposing on themselves. Like, suppose their parents want to make see them as a doctor or something else, some other profession, so they would kill their own dream and pursue what their parents or whoever it is, so they will pursue that career like that.
Yes, absolutely. They are one. Yes, Ria, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I was also referring to cluster 3 as well, where the dependent one would also fall, and also they would also be in a constant state of anxiety or distress to meet up to be perfect because they have already been seen like this. So they will always be in that anxiety, I want to be perfect, I want to look good, or uh, is something that I would also add up to what Rajyasree said.
Yes, yes. And they belong from a parents who are narcissistic. Right. So whatever their parents say, they are obeying to that rule. They don't question. Now I would like to take a case of mine. This was a 21 years old girl. She wanted to pursue a doctor, but the moment she was preparing for her entrance, mother said, "Please don't pursue doctor or this stuff. This is not good. I want to see you as IPS officer." She was not into literally into that, but she kept aside her dream of becoming a doctor, a pediatrician, and she pursued her career of becoming a officer. She is going on grieving entrance. So, and now again, I would like to say for this sort of individual, you can't literally do CBT. You can't. So the only option is to ask to validate their emotion, because they are going to tell that, "Ma'am, sir, Didi, Dada, whatever, that I had killed my dream of becoming so and so, and I'm walking on the path of my mom and dad." So you can't say, "Why do you do so?" or "Why did you do so? You are adult." You can't say like that. You have to acknowledge their feelings. And yes, a touchwood of all these touching elements are there for all these children. The moment they say you can touch, and yeah, only the client is comfortable. Majorly the clients coming from hero background or saint background, they are comfortable. And one more thing, can you tell from which dysfunctional family they belong to? Yes, Rajeshri.
Authoritative.
Authoritative. Yes. Clear, clear about this golden child, hero child, and the saint? They are similar. All the names are similar. It's only the alternative names. I did not wrote the name of saint. I remember because I taught so many batches. So it's SAINT. Okay. Now my most favorite is the scapegoat. Now they are the black sheep of the family. Black sheep. Now why? Now these are those individual, or these are those children who are blamed by their parents each and every time. For example, it's not example, it's a case. I had a case. The mother, she was working, she was a bank officer, and the moment she conceived, she had to stop. After the child was 6 years or 5 years, then again she went back. She was having a wonderful life in the bank. But suddenly, when the child was in 9 or 10, like in the age of 9 and 10, she again had to give a break to her own career. Now, every time, whenever she used to have a party, gala party with the girls, with the women, she used to blame the child in front of other women and other child that, "For you, I have to leave my career. I was having such a good career. For you, I could not go to like salon. For you, I could not do nail extensions." So these are, and in fact, the father used to blame him that, "Yeah, for you, I and your mother don't have a romantic time right now." So these are those sort of individual, or these are those sort of children who each and every time hear that, "Yeah, I am on the main spot." सुली में चढ़ा देते हैं. They are, and also when they are blamed, they often turn very rebellious. At certain point of time, they start hitting themselves. That why so? I remember one of the child asked me why I was born. I don't know, when I had distracted or when I have destroyed my mom's life, my dad's life. So why I was born? Why did not my mother killed me? So this is so pathetic to hear from a child of 10 years old. Now again, the activities which would be helping, I would definitely do it. So they are the black sheep. So scapegoat, the alternative name of scapegoat is black sheep. Clear about scapegoat? Next, I think mascot. Oh no, lost child. Now, as the name suggests, lost child. Now, these have a two version: the lost child and the rebellious child. Now, now lost child means when they were in their childhood or when they were in the when they were chota baby, they had often withdrawn themselves from family meetups till the age of 15. Now, lost child is till the age of 15, 1 5. And rebellious, I'm going to talk from 16 to 21. Now, what generally happens with the lost child? They keep on focusing on their own. Like, I need to do this, my mom is not there. I need to do this because I'm not getting support. They are the sort of very lonely people. They don't talk so much. They don't have friends. They don't have any, in fact, they don't have even talk or mix with their classmates. Now, the only difference between the lost child and the hero child is lost child is also good in education, the hero child is also good in good education, but hero child get the recognition. But the lost child is not ever validated for even if the client is. Yes, Ved, tell me.
I'm sorry to interrupt,
No,
but
no, no.
do lost child, I
Hmm.
mean, this people, children who come in this category,
Hmm.
do they enjoy solitude or they do not even enjoy solitude? I
No, they
mean,
don't enjoy.
acha, so they don't. They
No.
just prefer focusing on themselves and just being alone. That's it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, Swipti ma'am.
Yeah, so these children you say are rebellious because earlier ones were also rebellious, the scapegoat who are blamed, so they start blaming others and become rebellious.
Yes.
How about lost child and rebellion?
Yes.
Can you?
In this scapegoat, they get the blemition on themselves when they are in the age of 5 or 6, and they start rebelling within the age of 10. In in scapegoat, but in rebellious, the lost child is present. But at certain point of time, 16, 17, they start being rebellious. No, it's not for me. You have to listen to me, you have to understand me. होता है ना, like in school, if anyone works in school as a counselor or as a teacher, you all can see that the moment a teacher is shouting or scolding, the teachers goes off or the teacher is going out, that moment the student is breaking something or beating other children. This is what the lost child and the rebellious is. But generally in scapegoat you can't see. Now, all this dysfunctional thing are both in terms of childhood and adulthood. Now, only the difference is of the ages. Clear about the lost child? Now, the rebellious child. Yes, Rajeshi.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
when smaller children, like in kindergartens,
Hmm.
when they act like bullies, so are they lost child or are they scapegoat?
Sometimes it can be on scapegoat because the parents in the Montessori, in the nursery, people like parents started blaming themselves. Why you are born? I had to lose my beauty and blah blah blah. So in nursery, in Montessori, even in primary also, they are the scapegoat. But the moment they are in class 5, 6, 7, they are the lost child and rebellious. Yes, Dia.
Yes, ma'am. So I just wanted to know that you mentioned that it's right there in the PPT as well. When it comes to the lost child, it's till age of 15, and because it's the environment is a very dysfunctional environment, they try to cope up with their family struggle by, I think, by doing their activities or just withdrawing themselves from the social and circle peer is what I'm understanding, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, and then
See,
they
why
view
they
them
are
as
lonely? Yes,
yeah.
why they are lonely is because they want to accept the family. They are not into literally into that scenario that I'm seeing my mom and dad fighting each and every day. I can't bear the pain that my mother is shouting at my father, or father is shouting at my grandparents, and hence I'm on in my own world. They
Yeah,
form a own world of themselves.
it's like a withdrawing from
Yes, lost child is basically the withdrawn itself.
Hmm. Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Okay, welcome. Okay, then it's the mascot. Now, these are the sort of children who are often referred to as clown. A clown, a joker is the perfect name for them, like given by them. Now, they often are in such a manner that even if you are scolding them, they try to find out humor and accept the fact that, yeah, ma'am or sir or anyone have scolded me. By using humor, they tries to diffuse the tension, the anxiety, the depression, which can make them feel unhappy, and they don't want to be unhappy. They often smile without any reason. For example, two of the individual are communicating. If a third person is a mascot, in a very serious communication, that third mascot would be trying to find some sort of humor. They are those sort of individual who are at least after 21 they tends to have anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, low mood, everything, basically all the symptoms of depression, because they laughs at to that extreme that they can cry. And also one of the main point is they avoid, again they tends to avoid social gathering because they have a very like tight work schedule, and they prefers that I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go anywhere. Instead of I'm going to only focus on my career. Clear about the mascot? Okay. Okay. Before this, there is one more. I missed it. Okay, I am going to include it in the PPT, the new PPT. That is the peacemaker. Now, as the name suggests, peacemaker, they sacrifice their own needs and they try to maintain the harmony between the parents or between the members who reside in the family. The peacemaker, as the name suggests, the peacemaker. That, oh no, no, mom, please don't fight. Ah, dada, uncle, please don't fight. I don't want to hear. Ah, you are right, you are right. Everyone is right. No one is wrong. Only the peacemaker is at the responsibility of taking care of the harmony to maintain a peace in the house. And yes, this peacemaker feels that, yeah, I am having my own expectation at that level that every single day I can maintain the peace. And in fact, after they are married or when even in a relationship, they try to please the other individual or the partner that, yeah, I understand, I am wrong. Even if the individual who is the peacemaker is not wrong, the individual would say, yes, I am wrong. So this is what peacemaker is. Okay, any doubt till now of all the dysfunctional things?
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, yes.
Sometimes at their journey, any other teacher or a friend who might change their behavior, might they open up after they meet these people, or only the parents' behavior effect on these children?
Only the parents. If they are living in a joint family, all the members who are responsible for this sort of children, and if it is a single family, only the mom and dad and their behavior.
Will
Because
it be just when the child grows up? Will it changes if they meet good teachers or any good friend circle?
no, no, no. It can't at least change. You can't change the individual to the fullest. Only 20%, not even 20%, 15% or 16% can change, but the full mentality won't change. This is the result of personality disorder, majorly clustered C.
Okay.
Next is adulthood disorder. So, what you all think? Did you all go through the family structures? I hope you all remember the family structure frame. Now, the very first is dismissive avoidant. Any idea what is dismissive avoidant? Yes, Ria.
Uh, Sorry, I believe we're talking about the attachment styles
Yes.
given by Bowlby. There are around four attachment styles, and as mentioned here, there are avoidant attachment styles.
Hmm.
Are basically the children's needs, emotional, physical needs that are not met as a child. Often they don't want to, as adults, they don't want to be confronted. They don't want to be um, put in a place where they are questioned. There is no emotional or any kind of what do you say, transparency, or they think that they can deal with it, right? And let's say, in as you know, in relationships that they have with their romantic partners or something, they mostly sabotage them, or they don't want to deal with that emotional confrontation or emotional transparency. They always want to be the avoidant part is more because the needs as children have not been met. So that is an attachment style that is often comes up when they grow up. Yeah.
Yes, yes, absolutely right. So, in dismissive avoidant attachment, what literally happens, the parents often ignore the desire, the wants of the children. Now, the children is learning, or the child at that stage is learning that, yeah, every single day I am being rejected. My emotions, my thoughts are being rejected by my parents. Right. And they are the primary caregiver right now of the children. But the moment they are in the adulthood, or even in the teenage also, they try to be ultra independent, so that right now they are not being rejected by anyone, because rejection hurts. Any sort of rejection, even at 50s also, rejection hurts. But no, listening no is a very big thing, and the one who is listening can't accept the fact that, yeah, I'm being rejected. So they try to become, or they choose, mostly they choose to be ultra independent, so that right now they are not rejected. Yes, Dr. Tipti.
Yeah, so this dismissive, avoidant, and ultra independent are totally contrast, right? So, if what the name suggests is that avoidant attachment will not come in front, he will withdraw, he will avoid confrontations or anything. But ultra independent will not do that. So,
Yes.
how
See,
would you want to
the
suggest?
yes, I'll tell you. See, what exactly happens the moment something is being avoided. For example, if I'm avoiding all the questions, right? For example, I'm just taking an example. If I am avoiding all the questions, I'm putting everyone on mute, so that, and the chat's on off, so that none can ask me any question or put up in the chat. So basically what I'm doing is I am avoiding, right? And why I am avoiding? Just because I want to be independent. I want to only show that, yeah, whatever I am delivering, you have to listen. Matlab, people in this class have to listen. So definitely it's very contrast, this pole and this pole. But the concept is that why people avoid, and why the avoidation or rejection is not hurting that individual again. And so people from this like this cluster tends to become ultra independent when they are in the childhood. I'll tell you one of a case of one of my friend. like he is right now in Canada. So every single day in from the childhood, I have seen him that mom and dad, they are earning in 1 CR per year. Both of them are working, like not any office, but from online they are earning 1 CR, and it's more than that. It's just a rough approximate what I said. And on his birthday also, his mom and dad was not there, and every single day. Now whatever, and he had a girlfriend definitely, and his girlfriend was pretty insecure that no, you can't gel with other girls, you have to talk to me, blah blah blah. Now he broke up with that girlfriend because of this mentality that you can't gel up with other girls. Now, the moment he went outside, he is right now independent. No one is calling him. Mom and dad are in Kolkata. Mom and dad can't call him. So he has changed his number. Like he went there definitely. He has in fact changed his India ka WhatsApp number also, and he did not give to his mom and dad too. Why? Because at certain point of time he was being avoided, he was being ignored. Just for the sake of that, no, I right now don't want to be getting like I don't want to get rejected right now, and hence I'm doing so. So this is the mentality of dismissive avoidant attachment people. Clear? Okay. Next is fearful. Why one? Okay, I gave a dot. Okay. So next is fearful avoidant. Now, these are those individuals who do not trust anyone, even in a relationship too. Now, fearful matlab, whenever they used to get scolded, like for example, this school girl, like she was my friend only, like a chota dag in the hand, like in the dress, she used to shiver that what if my mother sees and she would be scolding me, she would be beating me. That was the fearful when she was no, everything is there. I hope all the drives are having all the materials.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes, all the drives are there. Do let me know anyone any PPT is not opening, I would share to you personally, not an issue. Okay, so
No,
in
I think the person is asking which slide is going on. It is fearful avoidant, not the lost child.
Yeah. Even I feel the same. What man was pointing out.
this is the part one, I think. Actually, the PPTs are too long, so it's part one.
I think there is an internet connection problem that the individuals end. That's the reason,
Oh, it has been
as you
stopped.
I believe that
I think that person's slides are not moving.
it's not going ahead.
Is it visible to everyone, like the fearful one? Okay.
Yes,
I would ask Shivali ma'am that you can again rejoin. Okay. So basically, for the sake of getting scolding or for the sake of getting physically abused, that person was fearful. Now, what has in turn led when the individual is in the adulthood phase is avoidant. To avoid everything, they do not trust people. Even in relationship, they are a sort of individual with paranoid. Now, I won't say paranoid personality disorder, but it's a sort of paranoid. You can't go there. Even if you are going there, click a picture, send it to me. These are those sort of individuals. In relationship counseling, you can expect such people coming up. Now is anxious, preoccupied. Now, anxious, preoccupied are those sort of individual who self have a issues of self doubt. They requires validation even in small things. Kya hua? Acha hua? Did you like it? Please tell me. Is it good? Oh, you are not liking it, na? That means something is wrong. Okay, I am going to change it. These are those sort of individual who requires validation. Now over here, could you all please tell me that what sort of law, like this, like a dysfunctional child was this, like anxious, preoccupied? What could be the child with anxious, preoccupied attachment?
Lost child?
Lost child. Okay. Any other?
I think they the black sheep that you're saying, no? The defender ones that are always blamed if things happen because of them and are always rejected, are not valued or not validated. I think
Scapegoat.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Same feeling.
People from scapegoat, they requires validation because they are always blamed that ये ठीक नहीं हुआ, and hence ठीक नहीं हुआ, so I requires a validation अभी ठीक हुआ क्या. So scapegoat and preoccupied anxious style is very common. Now I don't remember whether I have the scale, not the scale, it's basically the worksheets of all the sort of child coming from dysfunctional family. Once I get the thing, it's not attached in the in the Google Drive, but once I'm getting, they have more than 7+ in all, 7+ worksheets, and I won't say psychometric, but they are the psychological intervention to understand what is the rate of that individual of being attached. So if I'm getting, because I lost my drive and the resources are right now not there, but the moment I'm getting it, don't worry, I'm going to give it. So you all can use that to at least identify the moment the CRF, that is the case record, and MSc are being done with the client for one session or two sessions. Okay, next. Okay, I forgot to give one more. That was secure attachment. Now, secure attachment is one of the very, very healthy attachment, as the name suggests. Now, secure attachment means that the child right now is pretty secure with the family structure. No complaint, no ignorance, no distrust, no validation required for every little single items being done. No self doubt, a proper attachment style is secure attachment. Okay, now with this one activity I'm going to do, that is, I hope you all are having a pen. I would be taking this small one so that it's easier. So it would require pen and crayons. Don't worry, it's a very small activity which is only for this, like for the childs. I hope Shivali ma'am, you were talking about the lost child over here. I think this is the part one, if I'm not wrong. Just yes, this is the part one. This one. Okay. No, not this. Okay. So I hope everyone is ready with a pen and the crayons. It can be the sketch pens also. I won't mind. So I'm not using sketch pen. I'm using marker so that I can show you what to do. Now this activity, you all, the moment you all are doing a session with schools, not colleges, but yeah, you can use with colleges, especially with schools and geriatric population and in corporate setup. Now, I don't remember from this batch or from the 8 p.m. batch. Someone asked me yesterday at the 2 p.m. in the night that Shraddhanjali, how we can include inner child healing apart from private setup. Okay. So, I would like to tell that there are certain corporates who hire inner child healer to conduct workshops. Now, workshop doesn't mean you can talk about all these things. This is just for the course to make you all understand. But in workshops, what I, as a corporate trainer, what I do is I conduct webinars, I conduct workshops where I do certain amount of activities. Now, activities in terms of whatever I am doing it right now, number one. And as I am an expressive art therapist, I know endless activity, which I can curate on my own. I use worksheet and I have one, two, three books. Definitely, I would be giving you all the books. Now I have hard copy, so I can read it out. I would be giving you the soft copy. You can take a printout because the book is most of the time it's not available in Amazon or in Flipkart. And even if it is available, it's like 3,000, 4,000. So even I got the second hand book. So you all can take a printout. 3 books. Don't take out 3 books. At least I would mark 1 book. Take a printout and keep it with handy with yourself. So the name of the activity is timeline activity. Now you can call it as self-reflection journey also. So just a approximate, what is the approximate age in this class? 30, 40, not 40. Within 30 I'm doing. So that I am 31, I can do it in 30. So I am assuming 30. Okay. So I would be doing it. 30, 0 to 10, 10 to 15, 20 to 30. Okay. So over here, I hope the page is visible. Even if it's not visible, let me know. I would click a picture and share it in the group. Is it visible? Okay. The name of the activity is timeline activity or timeline journey activity. I prefer it's calling it as reflection, self-reflection activity. Now take your age, 21, 20, 50, 60, whatever is your age. Not 50, but approx, I am saying. Now divide your age in such a way that it's 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. I did in a very small page. I would request you all to use a big page, like a small big page, so that you can draw the line and you can create the barriers over here. Right? Do it. Then I'm going to tell you how to do it. Do you want me to click the picture of this and send in WhatsApp? By the face of Ved, I could understand that, yeah, he requires. Okay, I'm doing it.
Ma'am, should we start from 0 to 10, 10 to 20 like that, or from 10 to 20 and 20 to 30?
No, from 0. Like 0
Zero.
say you have to start.
Also, ma'am, we have to write till which age group we are currently falling in, right?
Yes.
Subjective.
Not right now, but
Huh.
generally it's preferred. Like you don't have to write it. If you are doing 0 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, and if your age is 20, you have to stuck over 20 itself.
Yeah,
Can't
so it's
go.
very subjective. Like which
Yes.
age you fall, you have to be specific and stop there. is what I'm-
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome.
Also, give me a minute. I'm just rejoining. Give me a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have shared in WhatsApp group. Okay, Canva.
Done, ma'am.
Done. I hope all of you have completed. Okay, did you see the picture? That is the, like, I am 31, so I can't make 31. So I did 30, till 30. So what about Priya? Will she be joining? Okay, I'll start. So I did in a very small version. So as I said you all, you have to use a very big version. Now, don't do anything. You have to do a grounding technique. Then I'll show you. Now in the upper side, over here, that means your upper side would be somewhere over here. Now it can be you are not remembering what happened with you from the age of 0 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, no matter. But at least you can remember that some good thing had happened. You went to buy dress, you went to buy toys. Something you can remember. I think Kriya joined. Okay, I'll wait for a few more seconds. I'll start here. Okay. So I hope the picture I have given in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So in the time frame of 0 to 10, in the upper side, you have to write down all the good memories which you can recall. 0 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20. I'm saying whatever I wrote it over here, right? Now in the down portion, niche pe, you have to write what are the negative feedbacks, criticism, rejection people have given to you. Okay, now there is a little twist over here. Ved have started doing. Are wait, ruk ja. Okay, so before starting, whenever I conduct a workshop, I generally start up with a grounding technique. Now, why? Now, grounding technique so that, see, at certain age, you can, the moment you are doing a good thing, it's quite legible that bad thing would happen. सभी तो अच्छा दिन नहीं हुआ ठीक है ना so not to overwhelm ourselves I generally use a portion of grounding technique tapping technique emotional freedom technique okay so I hope you all have met the lines everyone everything is ready with you all so you all can play a music a soothing music rocking music whatever you all want okay now before starting it's highly advised that you take 3 deep breaths in and let it go 3 to 4 times not more than that because at certain time it can happen that the moment you are closing your eyes you feel asleep at least in this time frame uh, I give a 10 years interval. Anyone can give 5 also, not an issue. But see, what is I have seen, the moment a child is, like a client is coming to you at the age of 40 or 45 and you are doing a inner child healing session. So you can go a gap of 10, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. But if it is below 30, it's advised that go with a 5 years interval 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15. So this is the time frame. It's nowhere mentioned anywhere, but generally David sir did it the same which I'm doing with you all. Okay. Now I would request everyone to close your eyes and take 3 long breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, and I right now start with a tapping technique. Okay, both with the inner child and in the corporate session. Gauri, don't sleep. Gauri went to sleep. Okay, so no. Okay, so the tapping would be in the collarbone with this 2 finger, all other finger closed, and it's a tapping over here, just in the collarbone. Very smooth and calming tapping in a very low fingers. Don't press the fingers like this. A small cap, and also the tapping could be in the just near the eyeballs with 2 hands. Now EFT is a very I won't say a very long process. Generally, EFT to know the tapping techniques, the karate chops, the tapping techniques, you all need to know why we are doing. Now, why over here in the collarbone? Generally, the moment we think about our childhood, we tend to get very overwhelmed that no, I don't want to go, I don't want to talk, right? So, we generally what we do as a mom and dad or as the caregiver, they generally tap over here right? So we, as a EFT practitioner or EFT healers, we don't do it like this. It's a soft tap. Okay. And in the eyeball. Because if someone is crying, you as a healer or you as a therapist can't rub off the tears, right? So ask the client to use the power of this two finger and tap it over here. This is the karate chop over here. It's for stress. Now it's not a matter that only in the session you all can do, definitely, but within 21 days I can say you that stress would be there, depression would be there, anxiety would be there, but the intensity would be a little lesser. Karate chop. This is what karate chop is. हाँ रिया को अभी सोना है. शी इज yawning. सो जाओ. No, no. And yes, if you all can do before going to bed, like the karate chop and tapping in the collarbone, you could see a very good sleep. At least I do it. Okay. So now take your sheets and start doing all the good thing in the top, whatever good it had happened with you all the negative things in the down. Clear? Now it can be you want to write, but in expressive, this is also a modality of expressive art therapy. Now expressive art therapy, why so? Why I am doing expressive art therapy? Because you need to do certain activity with your clients, and the client don't want to resonate, because there are so many people who don't find peace anywhere. Mom was not good, understandable. Dad was not good, still understandable. Nowhere in the earth is no one good. It's not understandable. कुछ तो अच्छा हुआ? No, nothing. I can't remember. So for at least self-reflection journal, this is a sort of journey or journal, whatever you all can see. I call it as journey. You want the client to self-reflect, and it would take time. It's a matter of 3 session. एक सेशन में नहीं होगा. Not talking right now. I'm talking in general session. Because you need to think what had happened. You need to reparent yourself. This is a technique which you can use. I did not use with any adolescents, honestly. I used it with the parents. I used it in the geriatric population, and I got a huge, great response, at least for the geriatric population. They said, मेरे को मालूम ही नहीं, I was too young that I bought this, I bought that. So you can understand from there. Yes, Ria.
Ma'am, now that you're mentioning that geriatric population, it's quite beneficial because there are different transitions of life that they have gone through. Also, I believe that adolescents can also be beneficial from not children, but I think adolescents, the age group of let's say 18 to 25, in that age group, if if I'm practicing child healing with them, you think that adolescents can also be benefited?
Okay. See, I did not use this timeline journey with that population. I would be very honest. Okay. I did the same with corporate sessions. That too, it was in 35 to 45 and the geriatric population. But with the adolescents, I did Zen doodling, which I'm going to talk after a few slides. So you can use this. But honestly, what you can do, if you all are using, you can go with the experiments. You can give this. Yes, Dr. Tripti, I'm coming. You can use this, as well as you go with the power or go with the activity which I did yesterday, the forgiveness journal or forgiveness therapy. Because at certain time when something is being written over here, like down, people need to forgive. And you can use. I won't say it won't be benefited, but I did not use, and hence I won't be able to give a light on that. Yes, Dr. Tipti.
So my question was that it self-reflection. It means it depends a lot on the memory also. what if the client says, or I'm feeling that I don't remember anything of 0 to 5 or 10, I don't remember anything, neither good nor bad. Then what?
Okay. If the client is a single child, you can ask, did you read any book? Did you hear any song? Did you participate in any of the school activities? It's a sort of miracle questioning. I hope most of you know what is miracle questioning. You can use. See, as I said, in fact, I also don't remember what happened with me from 10 to 15. But I can still draw. If someone asks me, Shraddhanjali, what book did you read? I did not read any book. But what song did you hear? That the time I heard a Bengali song, Tata Thoi Thoi. So I can, at least Tata Thoi Thoi means a tapping of feet. So I can draw feet. If someone says, I don't remember what happened with me from 40 to 50, taking, and yes, this all the activities you can't, no one can, even I also can't do at initial stage. I need the questionnaire, I need the CRF, like case record, all the histories. I need to complete the worksheets. I would have a rough idea of the client. Then I can use the power of miracle questioning. And then this thing would be, as I said, you can use at least 3 sessions, minimum 2, maximum it can go to all the sessions, so that the client feel, अरे मेरे साथ तो बहुत कुछ अच्छा हुआ, I need to be grateful. Yes, Shivali ma'am, the emoji I understood. Which one you did not understand? Miracle questioning? Anji. I got it. Okay. Miracle questioning. Now I would give a real life example. That client was from the age of 45 to 50, and he did it in the bar of 45. That he had too many loans, car loan, fridge loan, TV loan, etc. etc. So the miracle questioning what I did was, imagine yourself that the next day you are getting up and all the loans are completely vanished. You gave all the loans chuka diya. Now how you are going to feel? And I used with doodle. Definitely that was a part of another session. Like expressive art therapy and miracle questioning, I combined it. So miracle matlab, for example, the client is going through a very tough phase. For example, uh, there are certain sort of client who says that, I want to get divorced, but for the sake of society, I'm not getting the divorce. I don't want to live in a very toxic relationship. Now the miracle questioning can come up. Suddenly you got up in the morning after 1 week and you hear that your lawyer is calling you and saying that so and so today is your divorce date, and today, by today only, you are going to get the divorce. How would you feel? That is what miracle questioning is. Now I feel like doing something with this, with my thought journal. Definitely I would be doing, and I would be putting up in the group. Don't worry. Yes,
Can
dear.
I share something if you,
Yes.
with your permission? The letter was easy for me, I feel. While I'm writing this, it's feeling very heavy. Though I had my yoga session in the morning. I don't know. I think just a quick insight. I feel that because we are going very periodically,
Hmm.
very age periodically, very slowly, remembering each age group, maybe it's getting heavy. I don't know.
Yes, it absolutely can be. I can't disagree on the fact, because when I would be sharing this with you all in the group, at least by tomorrow morning, max by tomorrow morning, you can see so many positive changes, so many negative changes. Let me share. Do your work. Don't concentrate on my face and something. Just listen to me. It was in the year 2023, 23, sorry, 2024, when I was offered for the position of state president, West Bengal Mental Wellness Council. Now, that time, if I'm in this year, I am 31, so you could imagine it was only 29 or 28 something, I forgot even. 29. Yeah. Now I got so many criticism the moment I got my ID card from that council, that yeah, I am the state president, and that was the very first position of this I hold it, because yeah, in school I was the monitor, class monitor. In school again I was the school captain, then prefect. तो वो छोटा था स्कूल, मतलब it's within that journey, but state, that the entire West Bengal is under me, and I'm like, wow. But the back of the mind, I can resonate that so many things are going to come up, people are going to criticize me. That is something different. But what if I'm making a mistake in taking some decision, in taking someone in my team? At the time, few of the therapists started criticizing me. Why? Now, after 6 months of holding the position, I said, no, it's not possible for me. I want to resign. I gave a resignation. I still have the mail, but unfortunately, my mail got rejected that no, you can't. I was like, Are dat tariki. And at that time, I was listening to a Bengali song of Dev, Dhat Tariki Wana. So I was like, Dhat, my thing got rejected. Now, after 6 months, I gave, still it got rejected. Then I came to know people have issues not with my capability, not with my qualification, but with my age. That in 29 or at the age of 29, how could I be the president, not even vice president? So that was the biggest question. So I remember that the first time I did this, it was in the year 2022 when I did a self journal, and I came to see, or I noticed that there were so many more than failures, the achievements was double. Because I was thinking, and believe me, my self journal took almost 2 weeks, because I have to think of all the age group, and I was questioning myself. I was not finding the answer. Yes, my healer, she was also there, definitely, but I have to figure it out on my own. So that is it. So while you are doing by the down portion of criticism, shaming, body shaming, color shaming, everything, you can understand what are the things the client requires, what sort of modalities, what sort of activities you can help. So there are so many negative activities also I would be doing in all the coming classes. Don't worry. Okay, I'll share the PPT. Heel talks का थे. Shit. Okay, fine, not an issue. Acha, there is a logo over here which is of Heel Talks, because I did this like only this PPT with Heel Talk, so I did not remove the logo. So I hope you all understand, because I'm too lazy in removing also. So kindly bear with that. Me, not an issue. So in the last PPT. Oh, 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 oh. Shit. Okay, things are there. How many of you all are done? Not yet. Okay. Yes, Rajashi.
Ma'am, since we are taking 0 to 10
Hmm.
and then we are taking 5 years gap, so ma'am, is it alright the gap like after that?
So you are talking about 0 to 10, then 10 to 15, like this. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
We can start with any bracket or need to start with the
No,
beginning.
any bracket, whatever suits you all. Not
Whatever is remembered.
yes, yes, yes. And yes, whatever activities I am doing in right now, there would be the day when I'm going to do the role play. You have to bring that activities. And yeah, before role play, just a thing. I need a therapist and he like a healer, not a therapist, a healer and a client. So yeah, everyone have to participate because so then you all can understand how you all can use the power of miracle questioning, Socratic questioning. Now, Socratic questioning is a part of SFPT. I hope you all know. So yes,
Very tough.
very tough. I understand.
Not
It's
able to recall. Hmm.
okay. What age group you are not able to recall? 0 to 10.
Absolutely.
Okay,
So I
Yes,
start
ma'am.
from the last bracket.
last bracket.
So I started from there
Hmm.
because the first bracket to definitely not remembered.
Okay, so are you a single child or did you have brother, sister,
Brother, one brother.
one brother? Did you fight between you and your brother? Was there fighting?
Yeah, yeah.
Who was the first who initiated the fight?
He only once he broke. Now I remember once he broke my finger. I was what age that time? Hmm. I was in class ninth. I don't know. So 15.
15, yes. 9, then means 15. Okay.
Foot, hmm, 14.
Okay.
Maybe I can write in 0 to 15.
Yes, you can write number one. Number two, do you listen rhymes? That time rhymes was there like cassette, not CD cassettes. So any favorite rhymes of yours in your school?
So if you're talking about my hearing rhymes
Hmm.
versus when my children were small, we were totally on rhymes even in the car everywhere. So then it will there will be a clash. Which rhyme I have to sing? From that time, I remember everything.
Yes, but when you were a child from 0 to 10 or 0 to 15, any sort of rhymes which can resonate, twinkle, twinkle, Jack and Jill, anything.
Twinkle, twinkle, I
Twinkle,
remember.
so you can draw a star. Then, what did you like eating?
What did I like eating?
Yes,
0 to 15.
yes,
Okay. So that will come in the pluses.
yes. In the upper one, like over here, upside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, was there any favorite colors of your from 0 to 15 or 0 to 10?
Don't remember. I
Don't.
remembered I just blue came to me because my uniform in the childhood was blue.
Okay, you
So
can
that
even draw a
came.
blue color. So, any favorite pastime like drawing, throwing sand, getting wet in the rain,
Just reading.
reading. So, you can draw a
Hmm.
book.
Okay.
Then, as I don't have the question here, so because
So
I
will you be sharing the questions because that will help me create?
yes,
You
yes,
will be?
I will be, I will be.
Right. Then I'll make it later on.
Sure.
And I missed the yesterday's and because my network connection was
Don't
lost.
worry, don't worry. I would be helping. Don't worry.
So whatever activity and homework I don't know. So let me see how to do it. Hmm.
Okay. So yes, Dr. Tripti. So anyone who completed the activity right now? Okay. So anyone who would like to summarize yesterday's activity? Yes, Ria. Go ahead.
Yeah. Again, my camera has popped off, so it will be
Not
my
an
voice for the rest of the time. I think yesterday I was able to summarize. the activity was on the letter. And today, I think for me, the insight would be yesterday the letter was to that part of me which felt very empty and not safe, secure as well. Today, as today, that was the feeling. So when you go, that was the main feeling. So now, when I'm doing this timeline activity, I think why were those three emotions that were on the main crust because I know as you go age wise you can reflect on it. I think main my progress or whatever I remember the best in my um, as a comeback as Patanjali, you also mentioned that most of our comebacks I think for me was from the age of 20 to the 30. Now I'm 27. So yeah, 20 to 30 was that age when I actually came back with a lot of losses as well. And yeah, so it was, I think those three parts that I had written letter to, they were actually more expanded, and why were those feelings there was actually put on the paper by me in periodically. um, Also, there was just very curious question that came to my mind. Just my curiosity has kicked in. At the last time you had mentioned that you can tag me. So the activities that we are doing, um, so can we like send it to you, or what is the tagging thing? I just wanted to kind of understand it because again, it's a very personal and a very confidential thing, right, for all of us. So
Yes.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to understand
I
it.
would. See, then I would request, yeah, as per David, sir, that tagging was not on my portion. Like on all my previous batches, I did not ask them. Only certain sort of food activity which I did, they used to tag me. Again, with their permission. If they said, "Ha, Shataji, you can repost," I used to repost. Now, David sir came up with a thing that whatever activity generally I do, all these activities of yesterday's two activity, today I'm going to do one, two, three. Three activity which are a part of inner child healing and expressive art therapy. Sir said that if they could tag, Sir would be seeing you all. Like because Sir would be gelling with 1:1 sessions also. Like in this session only, Sir would be doing hypnotherapy for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever Sir feel. And hence the time was 4 hours. Okay. So if you all feel that you all can't tag, you can send me definitely, but again. If it is too personal, do not send me also. I would handle David, sir, not an issue. I understand it can be too personal because I am very comfortable. I can talk about sex. That my first sex, I don't know in which age I would love, but I can still ponder and I can do. But
Um,
again,
yeah.
do not even send me.
Yeah, I don't mind either. I think the
So you
best
can
part of
do one thing. So see, this activity is not only for this course. You all can do this activity like not every day or not every month. Whenever you feel that you need to think about yourself, you need to self-reflect, you can do, but only for the sake of tagging. You can make a separate thing where you are not writing anything too personal. Because see, I understand personal things have to be that sort, but people are there. The moment you are tagging, I have 11,000 follower, people are going to like. I understand that, so it's highly advised. Like, please don't even if you are using any sort of personal thing in your write up, do not even send me. Just for the sake of learning, I am making you all do because you need to understand what activity goes with what. Now the activity which I'm doing it right now, it is to be with the child, dysfunctional family, so that you can understand at which age the child felt that yeah, I am not from the right functional family, and hence these activities are there. Right now I would be doing two more activity which you can like most of you can use from 5, not 5, 10 years to dot dot infinity. So if it is personal, recommended, please don't even send it to me. And yeah, if you feel that you can tag my Instagram and LinkedIn are there, you can tag. I won't mind. And yes, David sir, I asked David sir, but it was late in the night, so he did not reply, and I did not open WhatsApp at very early time. So I saw sir replied, but I was not being able to read because it's such a big communication what sir wrote. But definitely, if I get if sir give me the permission to tag to ask you all to tag him also, I would be giving you the LinkedIn and Instagram ID. And please, sir, have more than me, like much more followers. I don't know how many followers he have, but much more. Please make sure that you are not writing anything personal in the activities. It's only for your thing you are learning. But in fact, I also, whenever I do activity, I make it sure that, yeah, the teacher would be reposting or tagging me. So I do it in a very shabby manner. But shabby matlab in a clear manner. But I don't use too many personal words. But when I'm doing it for my own healing purpose, I do it. Same would be with cord cutting and forgiveness and empty chair and Zen triangle. So I'm going to teach, don't worry. Okay. So anyone who completed? Valina completed. Anyone else? Okay, Sneha completed, Jia completed. Ved is like, क्या लिखूं? अरे right, completed.
हो गया
हो गया, ठीक है. और
Ma'am,
हाँ, yes.
sorry, but my name pronunciation goes like ballerina.
Valerina, अरे Valentine ही रख दो ना. Valentine ही रख दो.
You can call me Val.
Val, हाँ, it's a good.
Yeah.
Val, हाँ जी, very good. Okay, Mohsin also completed. Khushbu, Dr. Tripti, Rashi is still left. Okay, I understand. See, it's a very self-reflection. You have to think and think. And as
I
I
will do later when you share the questions.
okay, yeah, I would share the questions. I would. I understand because for me, this journal, like journey, I took 2 weeks to do it. 2 weeks. Now, I can't expect that you all to complete it within 10 minutes or 20 minutes. I understand. I won't expect. Don't worry.
Ma'am, I feel the piece of paper is too short to elucidate what I have read through.
Yes, that's the reason I did it in a very big paper. Sample. Okay, the moment I do my one, I'm going to share it in both the groups, 8 p.m. group and 3 p.m. group also. At least give me a time. I would be doing. Don't worry, ma'am. I would be sharing a sample. Don't worry. Oh, ma'am, if you can't draw, not an issue. You can at least do write a shorter version. It's not like that you have to write stories because even if I talk about this paper, stories won't work. So I understand, not an issue. Okay, so can I come to incent right now? One of my most favorite topic. Now, yesterday after 8 p.m., I almost ended up in 10 or 10. Shivali ma'am, yesterday when did I end the class? 10 p.m., right? Yes. And after that, from 10:20, in the batch, everyone started saying me, won't you get bored in doing inner child healing? I said, no, even if it is 1,000 batch also, I won't get bored because it's a very vast thing. So I hope there could be some sort of diploma in Kolkata or online so that you all can understand. So getting a diploma is pretty difficult. So yes. Okay, so you all can continue. Not an issue. I can start up with Incent. Yes. This is one of my most favorite Wala PPT. I don't know why. Okay. So yeah. Now family wound. Now there are separate sort of wounds itself. Mother wound, father wound, brother. I did not write it because brother I'm going to discuss. Parents wound. Now parents I'm going to talk definitely before wounds. So let me talk about incent. So any idea what comes? when you hear that incest? CETT. Any idea? Rajashri is like, ये क्या है? Wound भी क्या है? Wound मतलब तो getting physical wound. Oh, that means mother is giving a beating, that becomes mother wound, father is giving, it's not like that. I said my teacher that what does wound mean? Wound means that अभी हम गिर जाते हैं तो I'm getting a wound. And that means my mother is showing me yes. Yes. Like incest means sexual relationship. Like a sexual relationship. Yeah, some sort of. Yes, some sort of heroship is there. Now in incest, what exactly happens it? Okay, let me take a real life case of mine. Mom, dad, son, daughter. 4. Okay. Now father and daughter, as we all know, it's a very good concept that yeah, daughters are generally close to father and son are generally close to mother. That doesn't mean that I am also very close to my father. That doesn't mean I could have sexual intimacy with my father. It's not possible. But I had a client, she was 29 or 30, within that age group, and father was a bodybuilder. You can imagine how the bodybuilding is. Now, whenever the father used to come up from his training session of bodybuilding, he used to wear some sort of dress which was quite appealing to the daughter. Now, every single day when the daughter was around 15, 16, 17, the daughter had sexual like attraction to the father, but daughter did not say. One fine morning, the daughter did not do anything. The daughter took the bath. She said me, daughter took bath. She came out in a very naked way. And at the time, the father also had fallen sexually attractive because daughter was a model, not a model in terms of very high model, but a photographer model with so many Instagram followers and Facebook followers. Both had performed intercourse, daughter and father. Now they had in their house, they were from a very mediocre family, but still they had so many cameras in the room. And in that room, the camera was there, which was linked up with the mom's phone. Now, this was a certain sort of rebellious behavior the mom did. The mom came back from the gala, like kitty party. Yeah, kitty party. And it was Saturday night. The mom came back. The mom performed the same thing with the son. That means father had a sexual intercourse with daughter. Mother also had a sexual intercourse with the son. So this is what incest means. Clear? Now over here, why do you think incest occur? What is the main reason? Revenge. Yeah, definitely revenge. That you did, I would also be doing. I would definitely take this case more longer. Yes, Rajeshri, tell me.
Ma'am, actually, I have read it somewhere from a source that is, there is a term called GSA, gender sexual attraction, which happens between like the concept of Oedipus concept and Oedipus
Oedipus.
complex and Oedipus complex and Electra complex. So it's like that. So the mother who is not foster and the son, or like vice versa, they fall for each other, and it has something genetic component plays the role primarily in this
Yes.
in this scenario.
Yes, bilkul. Now, could you all please tell me that what exactly is the mother wound over here, brother wound, sister wound, and father wound? In a very layman term. Yes, Rajashri.
Ma'am, again, I have read it somewhere that father wound is basically when the father is not emotionally available to the daughter, so they feel an emptiness or a gap in a relationship, so they try to fulfill that from their potential partner, which they didn't get from their father. So maybe this is what it means.
Okay. And what is mother wound? Same. When the mother is not emotionally. Okay, then what is brother and sister wound?
Ma'am, if I may add up,
Yeah.
I think with the emotional, physical, what do you say? I lost the track. Yeah, I think this PPT just shook me a little bit. Yeah, so I'm saying that with the emotional and the physical needs as a child, like as a primary caregiver, the wounds could be also emotionally not present. The neglect, the abuse that could be seen in caregivers, brothers, sisters. So I think the wounds can be a brighter, like a bigger concept of physical abuse, um, you know, also emotional abuse, verbal abuse. It could fall under all these different abuse as well, like linked to parents as well as brother, sister.
Yes. Yes. Somewhat similar. Now this PPT shook Priya. Now this first case would definitely shook everyone. Again, a trigger thing. Yes. Well, tell me.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
you had asked ki what are the reasons for the such things to happen.
Hmm.
So one, so can, for example, if a father does the action with a daughter, so does that mean indicates that his desires are not fulfilled from his wife, and that is the reason why, because the daughter, replicates the mother during childhood, they look up to their parents. So is that one of the reasons? Can you please help us understand why do such things happen
Yeah,
before we begin to the wounds specifically,
I
please?
would. I would. Anyone who is a king affirmative therapist over here? Okay. Have you heard of BDSM? Hmm. Right? It's much more than BDSM. A small chota case of king. The first day when I completed my king affirmation, I got the certificate of practitioner. The very first, after 2 weeks, I remember I got a case. The husband likes to drink the urine of the partner, and the partner, like the wife, likes to eat the stool of the husband. This is a sort of king case. Now this has to do with inner child. I'll come. Why? Now all these cases. Now why I wrote real life cases? These are the cases which I got. I did not use any name because this too was pretty celebrity case. Like people can identify by their name, so I omitted the name and I put it. So I'm going to talk about the real life cases, but let me talk why does it happens. Now the very first thing is I hope you all know pedophilia and paraphilia. Sexual attraction. Now again there can be a very contrasting that we are sexually attracted to most of the boys or most of the girls. It can be. Right? But it's not possible for most of us that to perform sexual activity with the client or with that individual. Why so? Any idea? Because of our coping mechanism. We know where to give a full stop. This sort of individual who are into incest, they don't know where to give a full stop. This is the main reason behind. And yeah, trauma is there, generational trauma. My wife did not fulfill me of all my sexual needs and desire. And who is fulfilling it? My daughter. Whereas the opposite thing can happen. My husband did not fulfill me. Who is fulfilling it? My son. The first case goes like that. अरे कहाँ गया? What cutting को तक तक चले আসলো? Yes, this first case. Anyone who wants to read the first case? I would sum up. Now, this was a boy. The age of the boy was 25. Father was a Navy officer. Father was not available emotionally, physically, nowhere. Mother was a fashion photographer. Again, a fashion photographer. And yeah, it's a real life case. I'm not telling the age of the mother, but the age what mother said me does not resembles with her figure, because we can understand a fashion photographer have to maintain all the figures and blah blah blah. Now every single day, this both mom and son used to watch films in Netflix. Now the moment son used to switch on the TV, to switch on the Netflix and blah blah Hotstar, she used to touch the son in such a way that the son used to feel that please don't do it. The very first day he did not understand, because mother can touch us in some way. If my father is touching over here, it's comfortable. But if my father is touching me over here, it's pretty not comfortable. But still, why I won't say? Because he is my father. Right? But same thing happened with this son also. He did not say. After 1 week, only after 1 week, the moment they started watching the TV, the mother touched the pennies of the son. Now the son got triggered. Now triggered in that, in such a sense that the wrong, हम लोग बोलते हैं ना रोंगटे खड़ा हो गया. That is something. My Hindi is very bad, so something. And he said, "Mom, please don't do it," because he was having a girlfriend, and again his girlfriend was not available because it was a long distance relationship. Okay, but still the mother did not listen. Now, dhire dhire, son was watching. At the time, mother was completely in her conscious mood, conscious mind. The mother went down the sofa, opened the zip of the door, like son, took the pennies out and started performing oral sex. Now it was a general case. Someone, if someone is giving me the highlight or hint that yeah, I need to perform sexual activity, it would go in that direction. They performed sexual activity, and it was constant for 6 years. Mom and son. Dad was having no idea because dad was a Navy officer, a high graded officer. But after 6 years, when they came up to session, I realized that the dad was having a connection in the hospital. Someone in the hospital said, called the dad or texted, I don't know what will literally happened. And they said that, yeah, your son and wife are visiting a psychologist. A general question, someone is coming. But still, as we are not supposed to reveal any identity of our client, we did not. At least I did not. And the psychiatrist was also involved in this case. Because right now, the mother was sexually attracted to the son. We needed a therapist, more than a therapist, a psychiatrist to stop the matter over there. Now, what happened? The psychiatrist, now he is no more because his license has been cancelled. He revealed everything to the father, that this was the exact case. Because I had to discuss with the psychiatrist. I never had any intention of breaking the relationship or doing something. But when a psychiatrist wants something, and when I'm referring the client to that psychiatrist, I would be giving the CRF and MSc to the client, like to the therapist or to the psychiatrist, whoever it is. I exactly did the matter. Now, on the 7th year, they both had a very bad clash. Mom was blaming the like husband, because you are not physically aware of me. You don't give time to me. Because dad was a Navy officer. It's not possible for him also. Dhire dhire, they went for the position of separation, and now they are divorced. And still the mother is in a relationship with the son. And they are about to get married in next year, like mom and son. It's a very popular case in Kolkata. People knows. And as the mother is a very renowned fashion photographer, she keeps on traveling here, there, and there. So this is a case of instinct. Now, what do you think? What can be the dysfunction? Do you think any other cases can come up, like apart from Navy? Do you think instant can occur? Now I would ask Ved to answer this question. Yes, tell me. Because he was quiet for the long one class. Tell me what you feel.
Yeah, ma'am, actually, I was really analyzing the case because as we are learning this theory, but real life cases are really important to get that theory in the head, and it is very easy to get these things when we hear the real life cases. That's why I was very focused on that. So I'm trying to still figure out how this is working. So just give me a bit of time. I'll get back to you on this.
Now tell me, when certain cases are coming, what sort of activities which you all can do? In instant, please mark my words. I'm not talking of that this particular case, because I understand some cases, like in my upcoming slides, there are some other cases also which can be pretty triggering. Because I thought of covering kink like more than BDSM. I would be definitely sharing the PPT, but kink has nothing to do with inner child, but incest had to do with inner child. So kink is required. So I generally do. I left doing the batch 2 because people, like participants in the class, gets triggered with that certain sort of sexual thought process, and hence I don't do any course right now. I only conduct a 1 hour, 1.5 hour webinar, like that too for free. So last month only I did it, but definitely I am going to, when I'm doing it in this month or in December, I would ask for to join up, because kink is much more than BDSM. BDSM is very small thing, handicap, cafe, and blah, 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 blah. But it's much more than that, because the cases which I have in kink is something beyond your imagination. In fact, it was beyond my imagination also, that someone likes to drink the urine of the partner, and someone, that partner, likes to eat the stool of the partner. It's quite you wala feeling. Yes, Ria. It's so, what sort of activity would you all be giving? Tell me. For insect. Yes, yes, definitely. Definitely. I would, though it's not the class, but I have a client. I had a client, not I have. She was again a girl. How it is related to inner child, I would definitely tell you. But she saw a movie, a horror movie, where certain sort of babas were there. Like babas means aghori babas, though in its aghori babas are in parapsychology we studied. Again, please don't ask me whether you conduct parapsychology course. I don't conduct, because few topics are pretty triggering for others, and hence I don't conduct. So she saw a film that the Aghori Baba, the Aghori Baba is having a relationship with a girl. Now the girl, now Aghori Baba parted off. I don't know what film was that. Aghori Baba parted off, and this girl who was in a relationship with the Aghori Baba, now Aghoris do have certain sort of mantras, and they know certain sort of putkas and everything. Now, whenever she was on her menstruation cycle, she used to take the blood out of the vagina, and she used to perform certain sort of rituals. And she had the picture of the Aghori Baba. For example, this is the picture. She used to take the picture and different picture of the Aghori Babas. And they were in relationship for long 1 year. So you can imagine how many picture they have clicked in the, like it was a film. The same thing happened with this client. So they have clicked the picture. So they like girl took the picture out, like a printout, and whenever she was on her menstruation cycle, she used to buy a black cat. Okay, a black cat, a bright black cat. And she used to take the blood on the second day. Mark, it's on the second day of her menstruation cycle. She used to take the blood of from her vagina. She used to put the blood in the face, like in the picture of the Agori Baba, and she used to chant some mantras. I don't know what was the mantra. The client said I forgot because it was a mantra in Sanskrit. Same thing my client used to perform. She was in a relationship not for 1 year, it was for 6 years. And after 6 or 7 years, less than 10 years, but more than 5 years, she have more than lakhs of picture, and she used to do the same rituals what she saw in the picture. And please don't switch off the camera because I am not supposed to tell, but yeah, I have to tell. The moment she used to apply the menstruation blood in the picture, she also used to chant the same mantra. I forgot the mantra. And as it was a picture, photo frame wala picture, she used to give water. She used to pour water. She used to collect the water, the diffused water and the blood in a, like in the cup or glass, not in the cup, in a glass, in a again black color glass. And she used to drink that blood. Now, when I was doing this case, it was a very horrified case for me because I got the case from Paranormal Activity Society of India. Why? Because I am only in Kolkata. I am the certified parapsychologist, and I got this case, and that was only the last case I dealt. First and also the last, because I used to get afraid that अरे ये लोग तो मुझे भी खा जाएंगे. So what exactly happened when I was talking with her? I found there was generational trauma. Mom and dad were separated. And luckily, not luckily, but she belongs from a place where people used to have a belief on astrologies. I believe in crystals, I believe in tarot card, I believe in other alternatives. But I don't believe in numerologies and astrology that, yeah, this boy is perfect for me or this relationship is perfect for me. But she came from a family where astrologies are on the pretty higher level. And she knew all this sort of things. And hence she performed this ritual. And it was for 6 long months she did in saying that her boyfriend is going to come back. But it did not happen. And for 6 long months, I was tolerating her because she used to come up with so many varieties of activity, like activity not in this sense, with her rituals that I forgot what is parapsychology. So cases can come up in this extreme also. So inner child, now again, those who said that, yeah, inner child is a pretty good concept. It's a good concept, but you don't know what are the clients going to come up, their stories. Because this was the very first case I dealt, and that was the very last case I dealt. And then I'm like, no, I don't want. Yes, Ria.
Right. I think, ma'am, Shraddhanjali, when we generally talk about wounds in general, it's such a, um, I don't know, if the word itself has so much of, um, I'm forgetting the synonyms, but the word so much itself has so much of power that um, sometimes it's beyond your capacity to think that people must have gone through such kind of wounds in their childhood or in their current situations. I think wound is such a bigger word itself in itself to understand.
Yes. Yes. See, inner child, people think that it's very, you can heal, you can give certain sort of activity, and it would. But the cases which I dealt, I never got a very smoothing cases. Because this case, if I have to talk with, it came up only because I was a parapsychologist. But when I was digging deeper, at least for 6 long months, I did not feel that it's a case of parapsychology. It was totally a case of inner child. Yes, Dr. Tripti.
So, in such cases, like heard for the first time, but in such cases, how did they come for counseling? Like, what was the agenda of this girl for to come for counseling?
No, the agenda was nothing. Honestly, she was being her mother was a member of so many association and so many society. Her mother noticed that some sort of abnormalities was there because she used to close the door, and this ritual was performed between 12 in the night to 2. And she used to go to the graveyard. She was a Christian, she used to go to the graveyard at that time. I am not afraid of something, but the moment someone hear that at 2 in the night someone is going to graveyard, I am going to get goosebumps. So her mother noticed, and her mother said it was a general conversation the mother had with the paranormal activities and the society in India. So from there, as she was from Kolkata itself, they asked her that why don't you visit a therapist? She was like, no, I don't want to visit a therapist because it's nothing of that level. Then my recommendation was given that she is not a therapist, but the original identity was hidden. They termed me as parapsychologist because I have the certification of parapsychology. And hence I had walked. But agenda was nothing because you can't cure this. I don't know if other therapists or other healer can cure. I would love to know that. But there is no cure because still she is performing. Because I am into that WhatsApp group of paranormal activists. Whenever I hear, I want to know that how is she, because there can be a connection. Now, even if I'm handling for 1 week, I build a connection. So at least it was for 6 months. So I wanted to know. So last month also the same report that she performed. This month also the same report would be coming because this is just the starting. So agenda for all these things are nothing. But I developed that yeah, it's a sort of inner child healing because her mom and dad was separated. And not also separation, she saw her mom with all these like finger rings, the bindis, and the bindis were not usual bindis. The moment I saw the mom, I got scared. It was a long bindi. I can like if I get in Google, I would love to share it in the group. So it's not only a case of healing and not something. Black cats, if I talk in the terms of like being a parapsychologist, something black, I'm not talking in general sense of color psychology because black is a sort of very sophisticated color. Leaving color psychology in terms of parapsychology, if I say black cat resonates very danger. There are some people you can see if a white cat is passing by, no one would stop. But if a black cat is passing by, people are going to stop and people are going to take a name of God or any of the other thing, any angel or any numbers. Black cat resonates very harmful. Like I don't forgot the name of that film. It was a Hindi film where the black cat depicted a sort of thing. The black cat eating the face. So black cat always resonates some sort of very high level uh, connection with that owner. So black is something very sophisticated, but in terms of para or a parapsychologist would evaluate it as black cat very dangerous because then generally when I was doing my parapsychology course, I remember my teacher, she had all sort of weapons, like weapons the Ghori Babas used to wear, and all the colors were black. So black cat is something very unusual in para. Okay, so any idea what sort of thing would you all be doing with incense? Okay, so again, I would like you all to take up the paper, a piece of white paper. You can fold it like I folded it. Now, this is called for family incense. I did not mention it in any PPT, just keep it in your mind that for family incense, whenever a client is coming, Zen doodling. It's very popular in corporates. You can also use in corporates. Now, how? Just draw. Okay. Take a white page and I'll take a book. No, I don't have a book, not an issue. Okay, white pages are there. So if this is the white page, okay, this is my white page. Don't worry, if you all want, I would again put up in the group. I hope most of you all know what is doodling. But over here, it's Zen doodling. ZEN. ठीक है? And Zen doodling and family instant goes hand in hand. Okay. Now I would like, I might forget, whenever David sir is coming, please keep in mind to ask sir talk about Zen doodling and family instinct. He would give a lovely insight. Okay. Now, without looking, consciously looking, you can close your eyes. You can practice grounding no matter and start drawing whatever you want. It can be anything. Okay. It can be anything. Though I had stopped, but still you can continue. You have to close your eyes. Wow. It came up as a ghost. And it has to be something of ghost and something. Just close your eyes and go on drawing, mindlessly draw all the loops. Now, the moment you all are done, let me know. Again, from here, 2 activities are there.
I don't know. I was feeling very stuck for this one. I don't know what to do with it. I was
Yeah,
quite. I was just opening my eyes every 2 seconds and just
not an
checking
issue.
what's happening.
Not an issue. It's a sort of, again, emotional reflection where I'm going to talk about anger bubble. You can also use. See, definitely why this activity and instant go hand in hand. For example, if you are having a relationship with your boyfriend ka best friend, definitely your partner would get angry with you and you to figure it out. So this is a sort of identifying all the emotions. Yes, dear.
Shantanjali, I wanted to add something. Before I think you introduced the Zen doodling activity to us, you asked us the question that what could be, as a inner child healer or therapist, what could you do for a family incest something if that's what comes up as a case for you, right? Um, so from the thing that you shared with us from the real life story that was put up here, and from something that yeah, the earlier one, correct, the case. It's okay, like it's okay. I remember the case. Yeah. So when you had put up the case, right, and then you asked us that what could be something that was there. I think one was that came to me. I was looking at it from two perspectives here. I was looking at it from the child's perspective and or else from the mother's perspective. Correct. So if I was the child's therapist, right? So I was looking at more of an individual therapist sort of a thing. So if I am a individual, if I'm that boy's therapist and he tells me that this has been the case and I have been with my with my mother for a very long time, etc. And I think I would just check in with him about his thoughts, feelings, and emotions and behaviors of what's happening inside, as well as what is something that he fears can be the replication of this, and right, what is something that has happened in the past and what can be the consequences. Okay, now if I was the mother therapist, I would have looked at it more on the needs and the wants that have been uh, unmet by the husband, and I would kind of work on those lines as well. So So I was just, thinking about this question when you had asked us. So if I was thinking if I was one of their therapists, how I would have gone into working with these two people who are in a very dysfunctional family setup right now.
See, generally, what I started with, I took the questionnaire, initial therapy session was done. It was not the first case of inner child. Then, what exactly I started off with empty chair technique and group empty chair technique. Okay, in the empty chair technique, I made it a point that all the family members are using foul language to each others, and it's quite normal. No sort of aristocracy should be there in inner child healing, especially in empty chair technique. Then the empty chair, I remember the empty chair technique started in a very bad way, but ended in a very good way. The mother was grateful for to the husband. Husband was grateful to the daughter. I don't know why, but they were grateful. I still have a question why. And I remember, especially for the husband and the daughter, I did forgiveness therapy, but not with all the family members. And yes, I started introducing EFT, the tapping technique, and tapping technique went at like 3-4 sessions. So see, when certain sort of cases are coming, when all the family members are in a sexual relationship with each other, the only work as a healer is you can't change the fact that no, you are not supposed to. Abhi to they are not doing, they did it. And they are right now on a process of overcoming that I can't forgive my wife or I can't forgive my husband. So that the time you have to, I won't say psycho educate, never, but you have to ask them for vent out, catharsis of all the emotions, all the negative thoughts. Now, again, to have a fresh start to the relationship. At 50, also, I remembered I did a therapy session on our inner child healing. It was for 3 long months. On the fourth month, he had a wonderful restart to his life with his husband. Sorry, with her husband. So, at any age, you can reparent, you can give a fresh start. But again, our question comes that would CBT help? No. How you are going to change the cognition? And they perform the sexual activity. You can't change. Just, but yeah, definitely you can, if you are aware of why a certain thought happened, you can use the power of hypnotherapy also. But again, I won't talk about hypnotherapy and also NLP. But again, David sir would be the perfect match for hypnotherapy. So, as I said, for instant, please keep in mind because I won't be there in the class because I did not get the permission from David sir. That no, Shraddhaji, you can't because you are going to help your students to give the answer to all the question. I said, okay, I won't be there. So, whenever sir is coming, make sure that you are asking the question of instant and Zen doodling because he introduced this therapy and this activity also. But now this activity I know I use for corporates also. But I don't talk about incent because corporate and incent is something not matchable, but I use it.
So there were like three activities that you mentioned. You mentioned about the Zen doodling, you mentioned about the empty chair, you also spoke about the forgiveness that is there. You also spoke about the anger part that is also part of.
I would
So
also be
all of
talking.
this,
I would also be talking about finding reflection from here itself. Over
yeah,
here,
the reflection.
yeah. In Zen doodling, two activity pops up. First is the I hope everyone have completed this one. Okay. Now over here, it's mostly over here. Leave your drawing and or from your Zen doodling, try to find out a big bubble, a very big bubble which has been formed. My one, yeah, I got it. Let me, okay. Did you all find out a very big bubble? Not from my one, from your one? Valina is like, let me find out. From my one, Okay, if you all can find out from my one also. I hope this one is the very big one. Find out big bubble. I would then go on. Yeah, is like, Are Baba, I thought inner child would be very easy, but it's one of the most toughest modalities. Yes, it's most toughest, I understand. I resonate. Because you people are too quiet in the class when I did, though it was not online, it was offline. अब मेरे को पता है I disturbed the whole class because it was so overwhelming. I used to feel hungry. My trainer was like, you can't. I used to feel like, give me a cup of coffee. Again, he was like, no, you can't. So I can understand. Did you all find a big bubble? No. One found. No. Okay, Khushbu, take up. If you are comfortable, show your art. Like, if you are comfortable, you are not comfortable. Anyone who is comfortable can show.
It's
Not
a
a
mess.
not an issue. My one is, I have to do a second one. See, this was the first one which I did, and then this was the second one. अरे बाप रे, एक से एक करके. Who wants to show me first? Okay, gents first, not ladies. Gents, दिखा दो. वे दिखा दो अपना. It's. Can you all see?
Ved, blur निकाल.
Okay, let me pin him. Just a second, everyone. Up. Yeah, from here, this one, like the point where you're holding over here, move. Upar. This is, I think that would be a right for you. Your right. Your light top. That is our biggest bubble.
This one.
Yes.
Okay.
Now circle the biggest bubble. Now who wants to show?
Okay.
Circle the biggest bubble. Now who wants to show? Khushbu. Okay, let me pin her. Yeah.
No bubble, ma'am. No bubble.
Okay, I'll find out a big. It's more of a sketchy part. Wow, ma'am. Okay, but still, I'll find. Not. Oh, Baba. Okay, you can combine 2 or 3. Like,
I think it's here or maybe here. This one.
your down one can be our biggest one.
This one, na?
Yes, that one. Circle that one.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
anyone who can come up. Hare baap re, till date, believe me, in all my batches, I have never seen a Zen doodling like Khushbu. Hats off to you. Wow. Hare baap re. Yeah, Dr. Tripti, yeah, I'm pinging you. Yes, you already did the one. Yes, anyone who wants to come up? Yes, Gauri. Yes, show me. And please don't confuse like Khushbu. Baap re baap.
Wait. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, this one, like the column where it is written date and page number, that side.
Okay, this.
Yes.
Yeah, this one.
Yes. Okay, anyone who wants to come up next? Yes, Rajeshi. এক মিনিট দাঁড়াও, পিন করি।
ম্যাম আমাকেও 1 মিনিট দিন, আমাকে ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড সরাতে হবে, না দেখতে পাবেন না আপনি।
আচ্ছা, সরিয়ে নাও, অসুবিধা নেই। Anyone more?
I don't know what I have made. It's not even there. It's not even anytime, anywhere close to doodling science, doodling anything. It's not even close to anything of that sort.
Okay, show me. Not an issue. if you are comfortable.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. I've just
Huh?
written content.
Okay, just a second.
Oh my god. Achha, somebody's showing, then I'll wait for my
Who
turn.
is showing? Okay, Shivali ma'am, just ma'am, wait a second. I'll ping in. Your right hand side, the one, the like the finger, like the hand you are giving on your face, that side is the biggest circle
Purple, yeah, here.
over here. No, the one where, like you are putting your hand over there. Yes, yes, that one. Yes, Ria, show me.
It's all written. It's not even. It's nowhere related to doodling. Also, what sort of art is this? Can you see?
She is only questioning what sort of art is this. Wow.
This is all whatever content that you say. I keep on writing it down. So that's my habit, usual habit. This is
Nowhere
the.
I'm getting a big bubble. Anyone who
That's
can get
what.
a big bubble? Wow. No, Ria, that is not a big bubble. That is the Chotu Bhai bubble.
बबल ही नहीं है.
She is questioning. She did it and she is like, bubble ही नहीं है.
बबल
छोड़ो.
नहीं है.
हाँ, छोड़ो तुम छोड़ो.
I know. It's
छोटा सा.
very sensitive.
हाँ जी बिल्कुल. हाँ रिया, राजश्री बताओ. This down one in नीचेटा, that, yes, that one. Yes, Neha. Where are you? I'm not getting Sneha. Sneha raised the hand and then she was like, oh, मेरे को भी bubble नहीं है. Bubble बना दे दो मेरे को. Just a second. Yeah, she is doing. Oh, wait. Let me ping you. अरे बाप रे. This is full of bubbles. Sneha, you only got to do all the bubbles in your mindful drawing. Wow. This was the entire first batch where Zen doodling went out of the concept. Wow. I need to appreciate myself that I don't know whether my instruction was not in aligned with whatever you all thought. Wow. I am tapping me. Good. Firstly, Khushbu, I did not know where to start, and she was doing like Hare Krishna, and she went on doing. And Riya का तो छोड़ी दो. She was like, अरे मेरे में तो कोई bubble ही नहीं है. Wow. You people are already healed up. No inner child are required. Okay. Oh, बाप रे वाह. Okay, so with the big bubble, I hope you all have circled apart from Ria and Khushbu. Ria. Hi. She is getting overwhelmed with the classes. Don't worry, in the upcoming classes, all the cases would be literally more overwhelming. So, with the big circle or the big bubble, this is what anger release is. Now, this activity is called emotional reflection. Now, in this emotional reflection, what you are supposed to do, the moment you have identified the big bubble, you have to draw something over here. It can be now again not like Khushbu. Then David sir would be like, Shraddhanjali, what are the instructions you give? Please repeat it. Awesome batch. I would 100%, though I remember all my batches, but I would particularly remember this 13th batch. Wow. Because of Khushbu and Riya, she is like, मेरे में कोई bubble ही नहीं है. क्या हुआ? वाह.
I dare not to come in front of David sir after my drawing skills that I have.
Yes. Better. Then also you are going to get a scolding. Now it is advised when if you are doing this emotion with anger, like people coming up from frustration, anger, ask them to draw lines. I would be talking about HTP. Any idea what is HTP? खुशबू ये गौरी is like HTP क्या है?
House
Yes,
tree
what?
percent. House tree person test,
Yes.
right?
And the interpretation also, that is a long 2 classes. Like if you all want, I can combine in one class for 4 hours. If you want, I can take it as per you all. Now lines are for releasing anger. So within now it's not for Khushbu because उसमें तो कोई bubble ही नहीं है. And if possible, and this activities are to be done with colors. Now over here, you have to ask the client or the anyone who is drawing to draw lines. And then within the lines, they can decor it, which is actually a part of doodling. Now, for example, if I'm showing it in a fresher way, this is a bigger circle, okay? Not like Khushbu and not like Riya. Now you can ask the client to draw lines. Though my drawing is also not perfect, but at least not like Riya and Khushbu because I don't know where to go for the interpretation. And you people don't go to art therapist for interpretation, okay? Never in your life, I would advise. Then art therapist would go and cancel her registration and then come back as a normal person. And then within the lines, the person can draw a flower. Now the flower can be anything, star, anything. Now what is the use of big bubble? Big bubble resonates anger. So much of anger, repressed anger, big bubble. Now you are teaching the child, like the client, to get associated with this anger and heal the anger. And hence colors are required over here. Coloring. Clear? This is what with anger management. Stress management. Now the another thing is that this with this same drawing, it is a very fun one. And this one you can use with the geriatric also again. But make sure you are not using this with couples who are coming for inner child healing. Don't use this. Anger you can use, Zen doodling you can use, but not finding reflection. The name of the activity is finding reflection, which I have given. It's not finding reflection. Okay. Now you have to find, and you can use with person, and you also as a healer can find the one who are pretty creative, like Riya and Khushbu. They would do awesome. Okay, Khushbu, I'm pinging you. Come up with your drawing. I would explain from her. It's a very mindfulness drawing. I need to have again a cup of coffee. Arey baap re. Okay, no, let it down. I can't. I'm not getting any creative thing. And रिया में तो नहीं है. रिया का सिर्फ लिखा हुआ है. Over here, apart from the big bubble, you have to ask the client to find some creative thing. Sneha, she is yawning. I understand. From here, you have to ask the client to find out certain creative thing. Yes, well.
Mine looks like a pond.
Yeah, you can find
Your
her.
eyes? Huh?
You can find her. Anyone is seeing a cactus in her picture? Cactus.
I feel it's amoeba.
ऊपर में it's a cactus. which
It
we
looks
did.
like we're doing more of a projective technique happening here.
At the corner, right?
Yes,
Yeah, it is. It is.
it is looking like a cactus. So you have to ask the client to draw or to paint like a cactus over there itself with green and thorns. Anything else you all can find out? Yes, very. Anything else you all can find out?
It also looks like a tooth. Not
Which one? Which portion?
the one she has highlighted, no? It
Hmm.
looks like this the
Enamel.
whole part looks like a tooth.
Yes. And also infinity is also there in between the teeth. Yes, 8 is also there, upper one. 8 is mostly there in everyone's drawing. Yes, that
We
one is 8.
we use this for more of anger management, stress buster. You said right, stress
Yes. The
relief.
first one, the bigger bubble, is for anger and stress buster. And this one is to identify. So, see, why so? Because human life is never a very smooth. It's almost like the painting which you and Khushbu did. Teri, Puri, Upar, Niche, almost like a fairy wheel. So from there, you have to make the client understand by this activity that life is never smooth, definitely, but we can make fun of them. Fun from there itself.
It also talks about how solution focused focus behavior, so focus solution focused therapy tells us about how there is miracle questioning, exception questioning, that without even our even there is a ruckus in my drawing, there is also a pathway in my drawing that says that I can go or lead to something in
Yeah.
life.
Yes, definitely. You would be a great painter. I hope I am buying a painting from your exhibition. Let me know, you and Khushbu. Could you? I would love, Khushbu, I would love to see your picture in the group. Huh? I would definitely send it separately to sir and I would say, Sir, this is Zen doodling. Believe me, if sir is sleeping, it's okay. If sir is sitting somewhere, sir would fall down. And then I'm going to get a shit from there. Oh, I would request everyone to give a very good clap for Khushbu and Ria. Perfect drawing people did. Actually, the one which Khushbu did, Zen is actually the that way because she was closing her eye and she was listening. I think, did you listen to Shah Rukh Khan or John Abraham? No music? Okay. Because Dilwane Dunaliya Le Jayenge, Gajni can pop up.
You asked to close the eyes and do the doodling, so I started. I did not stop until you said stop.
Okay. From next activity, I'll keep in mind. I have to tell stop because of some issues. Now, whenever मेरे picture से बहुत कुछ आया. Now, whatever you all are getting it, this is what finding reflection means. Finding reflection of your life. Whatever you are getting, you have to ask the client to color it. Now, again, these are all the techniques of expressive art therapy. As I said, expressive art therapy and inner child would go hand in hand because in inner child, you can't use CBT, REBT, SFBT, psychodynamic. Only expressive art therapy, and hypnotherapy. Now, you can have asked me what is the difference between art therapy and expressive art therapy. In art therapy, we generally use crayons, sketch pen, watercolor, only this, or sketching. But in expressive art therapy, I uses the modality of dance movement therapy, music therapy, color, sand therapy. Mostly sand therapy because sand, all the texture I have because I have to purchase it. Now I would recommend anyone like I won't recommend unless and until you are well aware of sand therapy. Please don't buy sand because you heard me speaking about sand therapy, and because sand, the general sand which is available, you can take a mitti and you are planning. But sand, clay, they are pretty expensive because of the texture. Different client coming up with different issue. I give different sands, and that are in my setup. Okay, so please don't use, and yeah, play therapy also because I have a guide. Expressive art therapy covers all the modalities, not CBT, REBT. Play therapy, art therapy, dance movement therapy, music therapy, EMDR, all. Clay, sand, whatever therapy you can. In fact, I use the form of modality of mud therapy also because my PhD paper is mud therapy and anxiety and stress. And mud that doesn't mean the mitti which you are getting outside. It's the multani mitti, and you have to see the ratio, what ratio water, what ratio multani mitti you are applying. So it's a pretty vast. So please don't use any other modality. If you know art, go with art therapy. If you know expressive art therapy, you can use expressive art therapy, keeping in mind you are not expensing yourself. Because I remember in my third batch when I said I use sand therapy, they ordered sand from Flipkart and Amazon, and they said me, ma'am, it's more than 40,000. I bought 20 pieces of sand. Like pieces matlab 20 papers of sand. I said, who said you all? Because generally in my initial days I did not. It's only the rough sand which I'm getting available. Clear about this? Khushbu is like, no, from tomorrow I'm not going to show anything. Stop कर देना हाँ खुशबू, because I can forget. Remind me, everyone remind me that I have to tell stop only for Khushbu because Valenia, because she is going to end the paper. Wow.
And I'm not an artist, so I have a paper, I'll do anything. Not into art that much.
No, in fact, I am also not into art. Arey baap re. Ria is just sitting like Sigmund Freud, and she is thinking, what are the therapies I can use in inner child? And the posture which she was sitting was just like Sigmund Freud. I have a picture of Sigmund Freud, and he was like sitting up. Yeah, definitely, cigarette was there. The only absence was of cigarette, and Ria was sitting like this.
You know what? If I tell you this, that I have a lot of interest in expressive art therapy, and I would really want to go and explore. I wanted to join someone really. I don't know whether you know Dr. Ashima Narula. She
Ashima.
was, she was conducting something very recently, and I wanted to join.
UNESCO wala.
हाँ
75,000.
वाला the bomb wala, and yeah, same the bomb one. So I wanted to, yeah, and I'm
In
very
fact,
creative. No,
no,
just ignore this.
no,
But
no.
I'm
In
otherwise
fact, I
okay.
did not do the UNESCO wala because it's only for 8 days. Mark my words, and the moment they are taking the enrollment, you have to submit more than 20 plus projects. Again, I don't have that much of time, honestly. After my PhD, I would give a thought. But I did it from somewhere else. And if you all want to do, I can suggest you. Again, it's a suggestion, it's completely on to you all. I hope Ria knows that size square. Please don't go with that one. You can have a word with Swishti for expressive art therapy if you are not wanting to have a word with Swishti, because Swishti is from HROR. She is quite popular in Instagram. Her behavior is too bad, honestly, but she is good. I was a facilitator, I know that. You can learn it from Janvi. I learned it from Janvi, Above and Beyond. She is wonderful. She is also conducting, and yeah, I don't know whether there is a group discount or not. The original, I would definitely forward the poster if I am getting it again from her. You can do it, and also if you want to learn at a more cheaper rate, you can ask Saloni. But Saloni is too young, I feel, but because she has completed her masters this year, and then she is doing with HROR. But HROR have good faculties, But at the same time, because of Srishti, most of the faculty like me, Janvi, Sachi, I think you all have heard of the name Sachi Arora, we have dropped out because Heel Talk is of Sachi and Rishabh, and I am right now the senior most faculty over there. So you can get in touch with Janvi. She is very polite. She gives the recording. She would be sending the materials also. Like for art therapy, you need certain materials. And within that course, like course fees, me she would be sending. So you can, like, if you all want, and again, single में amount would be ज़्यादा. Going in a group, amount will be थोड़ा कम. And it's IOTA. But nothing matters with IOTA. Only the thing which matters is how well you are learning. The instructions, how well. So you can learn from Janvi. Janvi is picture perfect. Like more than Srishti. Because I was associated with all these people I know, and because I don't teach, I won't go. So I learned it from Janvi, I learned it from Ishwari, I learned it from Sachi. I did 3 courses, and again I did a offline in Kolkata. But Kolkata one is not available right now. But before pursuing UNESCO CID wala, give a very good rethink, because they won't say in the beginning. The moment 8 days, for 8 days, it's 75K. The moment 8 days are completing, from 9th or 10th day, they would give a boom to you all that you have to submit 20 plus. And people are like, 20 plus kahan se lau? Because initially you won't get 20 clients. It can be within the family, but family mein you can't explore more because questions hai na. So you can't ask questions about sexuality, about orientation. So before doing the UNESCO, it's a high price also. For 10 days, I don't feel it's good. But yeah, if you all can go, you can. But if you all genuinely want to learn what is expressive art therapy, what are the modalities, our Janvi is perfect. And generally going in a group is also pretty perfect. So yes, so yeah, so okay, so okay, anyone, I would again request not to use any sort of very personal informations in the activity. I don't know if I get the permission that, yeah, if sir said not to tag or something, I would let you know. But if sir is giving the thing that, yeah, you have to tag, because he would be giving my side 4, sir sides 4. So he's pretty kharus wala type. I should not say, but still, he is kharus. He's pretty serious. So if he is giving, so you have to submit it. So Riya and Khushbu, you have to do it. Please, I'm not a very good fond of Freud. And Riya is, I think, she is a very good fond of Freud.
The thing is that I'm not afraid. जो है वो है, अभी सीख रहे हैं तो सीख रहे हैं, गिरना तो गिरना है. Okay.
Very sporty kind. Halloween Day. She would be a picture perfect for Halloween Day. Okay. So, if you any doubt in this activity, because incent and activity, and I understand incent is very tough for everyone, because to understand that, yeah, within family sexual intimacy is happening, but it is within family. Now, within family doesn't mean only mom and dad, cousins also, extended family also. Acha, what is the lowest age, Sneha? What is your age? I feel you are too low, like 18 or 19? No. 19. Right age gets 18 or 19. It can be too overwhelming for you, at least, I understand. To resonate with the fact that, yeah, sex and everything. But, okay. Don't worry. At the end of the class, I can ensure that you would be quite mature about sex. About sex. So yeah, and one more thing, on Monday I don't know whether or not I would be able to, but on Monday I would be doing a like free webinar on kink. So anyone who wants to join, I would ask Tanya. She would be giving, the link would be same, not an issue, because I'm too lazy to create a link. So if you all want to join on Kink, I would be doing it. Only for, not for other batches, but only for this batch and 8 p.m. batch. So let me know if you all are wanting to join, then only I'll be doing it. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to give the PPT of mine which I have. And please don't get scared because there are other, like in BDSM, mummification is not there, but in kink, mummification is there. Tadpole sex is there. Piglet sex is there. So please don't get scared and don't fall off in your dream from your bed. Yeah, you have to make not. I hope you got the idea how to do the activity. Now let me take the permission. I would call up sir at 8, not 8, 7. If sir if sir says that no, there is a strict rule that you have to submit the assignment, then you and Khushbu have to make it. Because bubble ही हो गया. Perfect.
Done. Done.
Let me figure it out. Because I understand so many artists are there like me.
Ma'am, that means we need to redo our work.
No, not everyone. I hope you saw the Zen doodle of Khushbu and रिया का तो कुछ भी नहीं था, बबल ही तो नहीं था. তোমাকে করতে হবে না. মানে যাদেরটা
No, actually, the previous, like the one which we did before this Zen doodling and the one which we did yesterday. So there are some confidential elements of it.
then though you have to do, but wait, let me ask sir. If he is like নাছোড় বান্দা, আমরা বাংলায় বলি না ভীষণ নাছোড় বান্দা. If he is like that, Riya to did not understand. Riya is like that. Nachoor banda means.
Yeah, I understand.
But if he is like on that spectrum, I am helpless. But if I can convince, I don't know dark psychology much, but I try to manipulate because it can consider. But yeah, if anyone is using any sort of like information, secrecy about girlfriend, about boyfriend, I would give a full stop over there. Ved is like, I did not write about my girlfriend, so I'm okay.
No girlfriend, ma'am.
हाँ? अरे शादी.com है.
Time है, ma'am.
Okay, I'll ask Kurupa to give you a girlfriend in the Gandhinagar playground.
नहीं पहले थोड़ा करियर बना लेता हूँ अभी.
तो क्या हुआ, करियर और गर्लफ्रेंड दोनों एक साथ ही होगा. Forensic, till then, believe me, I know so many criminal psychologists, so many forensic psychologists, whether boy, whether girl, they are out of all this thing. No, Shraddhanjali, girlfriend to nahi chahiye. No, I don't want boyfriend. I want to be a criminal psychologist first.
See, I'm halfway there.
I don't know what is the mentality of only the criminal and forensic psychologist. I feel some connections are there. Either they are afraid to be because they know all the fundas of relationship, stabbing and everything, like Julius Caesar. When Caesar was being stabbed by Brutus, I feel, I don't know. Because these are those psychologists who don't want to get into relationship. Industrial organization, clinical rehabilitation, counseling, other school psychologists, special educator, they want to get. Only criminal and forensic psychologists are like, no, I don't want to get. At least for next 30 years or next 20 years, keeping the age in mind. And Ved is also like, no, abhi to career bana lu. I understand. Pooja is also like that. Pooja Tumar. Unfortunately, Gaurav is on the separate spectrum. Yes, Valina.
Ma'am, so do we have to post this on LinkedIn or we have to share this with sir on a drive or like?
No. No sharing. Please don't share with sir.
No, with you. Like you said, no, if sir
see,
says...
Abhi, you don't need. No need. It. Why I made you all do? To just understand how you, in your session, you are going to do. Don't share it with me now. If sir says, I am going to inform in the group. That whether you have to tag me or whether you have to tag both of us. But again, keep in mind, if you are tagging, if you have to tag, because he is pretty like Kharuswan, if you have to tag, please don't use any sort of confidentiality. because again LinkedIn, sir have more than 1 million followers. I have more than 14,000 followers in LinkedIn. So people are from different background, people would be criticizing. I understand. So please don't use any, but I am going to communicate with sir today itself and I'll let you all know. And if you have to submit, Khushbu and Dia have to redo. Like in school, there was an option that teacher हम लिख देते redo. You have to. And okay, so yeah, I don't know who said me from which batch also that someone wanted to join Fashion Council of Wiki. Now, if anyone wants to join any council, you have to mention the state name. Because as I said yesterday, Wiki is a very big, like West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, Punjab, Haryana, Jammu and Kashmir. If you want to join any particular council, go through the Wiki website, mention the council state or the country name. If anyone is from outside India, mention the country name. But please don't opt. If you are not in India, you can opt. But if you are in India and opting for outside, it's a very big trouble because you have to, at least for a monthly meeting, you have to visit. So keep this in mind. It's not an urgency right now. Today only you have to inform me what council or which state. Take your time. Go through the wiki website. Go through all the council. If you feel that you need to know something, let me know. I would be helping you. And for only Ved, there is G100. Wiki is not for like male candidates. It's only for female. G100.
That's why I texted you yesterday regarding the same case.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
let me know. Even I texted you about the state as well. So just
Okay,
let me know.
I'll see today. I'll give you the number of Soham. Sorry, not Soham. He is leading the state, not the state. He is leading national. He is in national. So I'll give you the number of Soham. He is a genetic counselor. He is from Kolkata. He's a very good buddy of mine. So tell him that I have given you want to join G100. Now G100, he is of human rights. ठीक है, because mental health and human rights are also quite similar, because हम लोग को rights भी पता होना चाहिए. So text him. I am going to give you the number of Soham. It's WhatsApp number. He don't have any sort of assistant, and even if he is having, I am going to give his personal number to you. Tell him that you want to join G100. I have given. He would give you the form. Fill up the form, and interview would be there. I don't know what is the process of G100. But if you want to hold any position like president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, definitely interview would be there. But for becoming a member, no interview. And if they says that you need a letter of recommendation, let me know. Apart from this, like inner child, I would recommend you on my letterhead. Okay. Anyone, it's not only for vet, it's also for wiki. Those who wants to join wiki, you can. Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you,
so
ma'am.
welcome. And tomorrow I'll start up with wound. It's very heavy class. It would be a very heavy class from the beginning only, I'm saying, because wounds. Wounds I would be doing on Friday. No, Thursday. I would do wounds on Thursday. Tomorrow I would be doing up with archetype and I would start up with wound. Okay, and on Saturday or Sunday, I'll figure it out within you all. Role play would be there, so everyone would have to be a therapist, and everyone would be have to like not a therapist, a healer, and a client. Case study would be given by me on spot. So how to do? You have to understand in all the 6 session. On the 7th session and 8th session, there would be role play. Okay, then only after role play only practitioner comes. That right now you see, ek din mein I also give, after receiving my practitioner, I did not become a inner child. Dheere dheere, like as Dr. Tripti said, to send the questions, because question आप लोग को जानना है. Because when you are doing the self journaling, if someone says मेरे को मालूम ही नहीं है 10 to 15 में क्या हुआ था, what questions you are going to ask? As I asked Dr. Dipti. So similar question I would be giving. Okay, so I'll see you all of tomorrow, same timing. Okay? So any question, feel free to write up in